Critics of genetically modified products, GMs, saw pictures like the one of this distended lab rat and cried, "I knew it." The jury is still out on the methodology of the tests it was subjected to. One skeptic questioned why, if the results are like this on the test animals, aren't people in some countries where they've been eating the suspect stuff for many years not dropping like flies? One of the findings' co-authors is president of the Committee of Independent Research and Information on Genetic Engineering, CRIIGEN, in France. Its mandate is to act in the interests of ordinary people, companies, unions, the scientific community, labelling bodies, and economic study. In his explanations to the media, he said that regulation tests lasting for only 3 months are ineffective in discovering the health impact of GMs over a life cycle. The rat's lifespan is 2 years, and that's how long his tests went on. Karina LePage is one of the heads at CRIIGEN, was once an environment minister in the French government, and is now a member of the European Parliament. She's not surprised. She said, "We've spoken plainly and bluntly about this, and I hope things are going to change. I've called it to the attention of the ministers of the 27 EU member states and the European Commissioner responsible for health policy, John Daly, to ask that all GMs consumed in Europe be subject to studies lasting for 2 years." The anti-GM movement has long sought to involve more players in seeking scientific answers. As decisions on authorizing biotechnology got to be a matter of pass the buck in Europe, they increasingly defaulted to the European Commission. In 2010, it ruled to allow GM production and imports, but left the choices up to individual countries. Now 10 countries in the world account for 98% of all land surface on which GMs are grown. Not total land under cultivation, but it does account for 160 million hectares. The US and Brazil are the most enthusiastic. In Europe, 8 of the 27 EU members grow GMs, Spain and Portugal with the lion's share, 90%, but others also grow Mon 810 maize and the Amflora potato. A moratorium is already in force in France and Italy, and varyingly in others, notably Austria. A key researcher in the latest GM bombshell, Gilles-Éric Seralini, said he looked forward to debating fairly with peers who are real scientists and not lobbyists.